Don't be like me, guys. Don't use too much edge control. Don't go overboard with the hair products. Your scalp will not be happy. Hello Curlies, it's Mary and welcome back to the Curly Closet. If this is your first time visiting my channel, then welcome, and if you're returning to my channel, then welcome back. So today's video is going to be my 5-year natural hair update. Now this has been, yeah, we're a little bit late. I'm a little bit late. My natural hair anniversary is the 12th of July. So on the 12th of July 2014 I did the big chop. I'm going to insert a picture up here or up here so you can see, or somewhere on the screen so you can see. I got a short back and sides and yeah, I went natural. It wasn't really an intention to really go natural as such. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go short with my hair and then see what happens. And 5 years later, here we are. Okay, so pretty much the biggest thing that I did to my hair almost about a year ago now was get an undercut. And yes, I still have it. The undercut is still alive and well. It is one of those things that I'm so happy that I did that with my hair, just because I just wanted to have some fun with my hair, and I have been having fun. For me, it was just, I just thought, what's the point of just going on a hair journey and I guess growing your hair, caring for your hair, if you can't from time to time switch it up. The fun thing, and I guess the wonderful thing that I'm very grateful for with my hair, is that my hair is pretty much so thick that I can wear my hair down like this and it looks like I have no undercut at all. The same thing when my hair's curly. And then when I want to, I can show the undercut, I can shave it down, and I can show off that kind of style. So it just gives me some more styling options for my hair. But if I want to just carry on like I don't have one, I mean, here we are. I know before I did it, some of you guys were like, Mary, don't do it. Just don't do it. Especially on my Instagram. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, why not? Head to Instagram, follow me there. I update my stories very often, and more times than not, if there's anything that happens with my hair, that's the first place you're gonna find out. But yeah, I did a poll on my Instagram before I actually did it, and I know quite a few people were like, no Mary, don't do it, don't do it. It was pretty much a split, but I ended up doing what makes me happy, and it actually has given me like a lot of joy, happiness, a creative outlet over the last year. So I don't regret it. Will I be growing it out? I think eventually I probably will, but for now, no. More times than not, if I'm really lazy with my hair and I can't be bothered, or I get very busy, then I just leave it like this and just let it grow up. But when I get the itch again, I go back either to my cousin or to another barber and get it shaved out. More times than not, it's my cousin. If you want to see my cousin's work, I'm going to link a video up here so you can see what he does. So yeah, thank you, Damien. So now, next topic, we're going to talk about hair colour. Now, if you watch my 4-year natural hair update, you will see that I had quite a lot of colour still in my hair. Right now, it's just at the very end. Well, it's not colour as such, but the bits of my hair that I bleached, which I bleached almost 2 years ago now, about that. You can see the very ends still have that lightened colour to them. I haven't recently put a semi on top. I've been thinking about red though, because whenever it hits autumn I usually go to red, but I haven't done it yet. However, I have not added any more colour to my hair, and to be honest, don't hold me to this, but I don't think I'll be colouring my hair for a while. Again, a similar thing to my undercut. I just wanted to do something different. I wanted to play with my style a bit. I wanted to switch it up. I wanted to try something new. And bleaching my hair was a lot of fun. Like that flame red colour that I had, I loved it. It was amazing. It just, like, when I looked in the mirror, I felt like it literally gave me like a boost and a lift. It just did something nice, just something really good for me. However, bleach, as I said in my last year's update, is a very strong chemical, and your hair is going to feel the pinch. I still notice, like, at the very ends of my hair, pretty much the same as before. I have single strand knots, which I think also partly comes from doing a lot of wash and goes, but I'll come to that later. But also splits, just because, of course, it's bleach. would you expect? Maybe a month ago or so, I was a model at an REVAIR masterclass, and the stylist who was running the class asked me if I wanted anything done to my hair, and I said to her, well, you can give my hair a bit of a trim or a shape. I haven't had my hair shaped since my very first curly haircut, so I said to her to trim it, and you know, she can trim it or like shape it. To be honest, she really didn't take off a lot of hair, but the very next wash and go that I did, I really saw the difference. Like, I feel like something about the ends of my hair were just not that amazing beforehand, but once she cut it and I did another wash and go, like, I'm gonna insert a picture so you can see, like, my curls were just popping. Of course, that's impacted by the fact that I used a new product combo which works amazingly well for my hair. But yeah, that haircut just, it did the business. And now, a month later, since I've been doing my wash and goes and potentially neglecting my hair, I've noticed a lot of the single strand knots have come back. Yeah, so that brings me on to the topic of how my hair has been over the last year. If you've been catching up with me on Insta or on YouTube over the last year, you may possibly know like a lot has happened with me personally in the last year, most of which I haven't even really talked about on social media because there's just some parts of my life that's private. However, you may well have seen a post explaining that my dad passed away towards the end of last year, and that coupled with some other personal issues and winter time hitting, which you know usually has an impact on me, all of those things combined, it really did send me pretty much into a downward spiral for quite a while. And so most of my 2019 has been, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. I'm laughing not because it's funny at all, but I appreciate the fact that despite all of the madness that's happened in my life the past year, I'm still here, I'm still healthy, I'm still in my right mind, and I have to always thank God for that and appreciate and be grateful for that, definitely. Now, how that impacts my hair care, yeah, so between all of that stuff that's happened and also my part-time job, I feel like I've been doing minimal maintenance, but I haven't really been paying as much attention to my hair care over the last year that I have done in previous years. For example, there have been some times when I've done wash and goes and then I haven't really kept my hair moisturized or hydrated as much as I could, or I put my hair in twists and I just put a scarf on my head and just go to work or just do what I'm doing for days at a time. And it's not that I forget about my hair, like I will after a while moisturize it, but it would not be as often as I used to or as I should. Thankfully, the hair is still here, it's still flourishing. Thankfully, I'm happy about that. However, I feel like it could be in somewhat better condition, especially the ends. But as the colour grows out and I snip off the ends, I think I'm just going to stick with dark hair. I'm not gonna bleach my hair again, for now at least. And I'm just going to try to work on the health of my ends. I can see the difference in my hair in terms of like it's gotten longer and it's gotten fuller and thicker, but I feel like the length is not what it could have been. But at the same time, I'm not beating up myself about it. Thankfully, I still have hair. It's still pretty much healthy. There's nothing that's that serious that can't be remedied. And sometimes life happens and you just go through stuff and you don't necessarily pay as much attention to your self-care as you should. But thankfully, I feel like I'm getting back on track. So, update on my hairline. I mean, my hairline's been pretty decent. I'm still using the same bonnet. And sometimes if I use it too much, it's the same thing. It just rubs hair because I tend to sleep on my left side. But then I stop using it for a couple of days and we're back to normal. It's fine. On another topic, grey hairs. Yes, I've got more of them. They're becoming more apparent in my videos. Now my hair's straight, it's a bit easier to see them. Look, they're peeking in at the front here. Look, I've got more going on here. It's a part of life, it's fine. So last year and the year before, I talked about having new growth coming out of the roots. It's still coming out. Let's see if I can find some hairs for you to show. I don't know how like bright this light is giving it, but can you see, like, can you see this? Again, this is not breakage. It's not breakage. They're actually new hairs growing up. And so as a result, my hair at the roots is getting even thicker. I feel like they're not growing in as much as they were last year or the year before, but as I said, it's something that happens with my hair literally about every 7 years. One thing I say I've gotten into a little bit more over the last year is the slicking of the edges. Now, I'm not mad on it, like I don't do it every single day, but there are some times when I'm doing a style or I'm doing a puff or something, I'm like, you know what, let me see how this little edge slicking thing is gonna work. And for the most part, like, I've actually been loving it. It's been a lot of fun. Again, it's just a styling option, but it's not a necessity. However, I do have a bit of a warning for you. Don't do what I did. So it was around the time just after I did the wet look video. And you know, the wet look requires you to put a ton of products on your hair. And then the next wash day I had, I washed my hair, but I feel like I didn't wash all of the products out completely. So I feel like there was still some products towards my scalp, my hairline. And then I decided I had to go somewhere and I wanted to dress up, and I decided to do the edge slicking thing. And I put a whole wodge of edge control up here. And I remember, because I looked at it and I was like, that's a lot of edge control. And I took some off, I scraped some away, but obviously I didn't scrape away enough, because the next day I started to feel like, I felt this achy feeling like coming from here, and I was like, what's this? And then I felt like my actual forehead felt a bit sore and a bit tender. I was like, what's going on? Until I realised I actually had like a sore spot in my head, literally here. Thankfully it healed. It was stressed though for like a week. I was like, oh my god, what have I done? What have I done? Go away, just go away. Sorry, this is gonna be a bit gross, but you know, like when you have an open wound, like I had to get, like, you know, cotton wool, salt, get like boiling water so that it wouldn't be like straight from the tap, and I had to just keep like rubbing it into my hairline and make sure I give my hair and the next wash day gave my hair a really good wash, and then just give it space to breathe and don't use any more products on my hairline in order for it to go away. When it went away, I had so much relief, but it's left a little bald spot in my hair. I'll show you. It's like in this area right here, and you can see like there's not as much hair in this area because I had to like pull some of the hairs out to get them out of the way so I could actually treat my skin, my scalp. Don't be like me, guys. Don't use too much edge control. Don't go overboard with the hair products. Your scalp will not be happy. Even though I haven't managed to film this video until now, a couple of months ago I did a length check, and you're gonna see the length check now. And here is the comparison from year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and now year 5. So curlies, thank you so much for watching. I want to give a special shout out to everybody who has joined since like 2014 when I did my big chop. Thank you for your continued support on my hair journey and for sharing your tips and advice and all that stuff on this channel. I appreciate you guys so much just for coming on this journey with me. It's been a bit of a crazy ride in a way. I'd really like to know how long you have had your natural hair and when did you big chop. If you enjoyed this video, then please share it with a friend, comment below, give a very big thumbs up. These all help to spread my videos around the YouTube universe. So, wishing you health, happiness and beautiful hair. I'll see you again soon on the Curly Closet. Take care. Bye.